Hello, great morning. It is Monday, and let me get over here and find out what the date is. The 20th. Okay, Monday the 20th. So today, I'm going to pull one from the Archangel Animal Oracle, Starseed-Wisdom, and Work Your Light. And let's see if we get a topic to talk on today. Never know what the universe is gonna send over here. Okay, so first one out is Kingfisher. Be patient and focused. Like the little kingfisher, he has to sit there and wait for a fish to come by, and then zoom, he's ready. Okay, let's see what we have next. What we have next is Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, and last but not least, we have Move Forward. Experience the grace of who you truly are. Now, it might seem that these are a bit scattered. One is saying move forward, the other says be patient, another one, have you answered your calling? Okay, so they may be sounding as if they are telling you to do different things, but not really. Okay. If you're going to experience the grace you truly are, and you want to move forward in that, then you have to also be patient and focused. Okay? Because most of the path is about stilling the mind, coming into focus, and then questioning what you have thought you are, and again, the things that you think you're not, to find out if they're true or not. And 9 out of 10, they've been adopted from some past things that have happened in your life. Okay? So if you're going to move forward on the path, you have to be patient and be focused. Okay? You have to see things as they truly are. Now, what a lot of people will do, they'll see things, but they'll put a spin on it depending on their their ideations. They'll put a radical spin on it and see what they want to see. Okay? They have a knee-jerk reaction and see what they want to see versus what's genuinely being said, what's genuinely being put out. So it takes time to sit there and question deeply what's there. Part of the path is, again, learning to be in reality versus your spin of reality, such as Trump, alternative facts. Well, there aren't alternative facts. It's a fantasy, okay? He's not seeing what's truly there. He's seeing it through his eyes of spin. If you're not loving me, then you're hating me, and I'm going to fight, okay? I'm going to tear you down. I'm going to do everything I can to ruin you, okay? That's the spin. If you're not for me, you're against me, okay? So, next we come to the warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Well, if your deepest calling is truth, again, it takes sitting there and questioning, looking at things. You sit there and some emotion triggers you, okay? See what happens when you get triggered. What's the immediate response? See how the adrenaline kicks in. If there's something that's triggering you, this adrenaline will kick in and you have fight or flight that happens. Okay? What you going to do, fight or flight? Question that. Look at that. Look at that deeper. Where is that coming from? Does it have to do with the actual situation, or is it something from past, which is maybe a reminder of something else, or it's just that you've got this stuck in your craw and that's it? Okay? You're going to want to fight or flight because you've already made your mind up and you're not open to hearing what is genuinely there. Okay? What is it you think you're hearing? And maybe go back and listen to it a few more times. Is that actually what's being said? Or is it something that's being manufactured out of your own ideations? Okay? Which is it? Okay? A big part of the path is sitting. Sometimes just watching things go by and not interacting on it. Watching the stream of life, watching the flow, how things are going. Okay? And then being able to back up so you can see a little better. So if you're going to be a warrior, what is it you're wanting to fight? And how is it you're wanting to fight? Okay, is it knockdown, drag out? Or is it fighting darkness with truth? Which is it? What is it? Okay. Are you a warrior of truth? A warrior of light? If you want to be a warrior of truth, a warrior of light, then you need to first experience the grace of who you truly are and who you are not. These false ideations of who you thought you were need to come to an end. Okay? And that's what happens in realization. When everything dismantles. Now, if you're doing a Kundalini path, again, you'll have dreams that are very significant. to Guru, I can tell from what part of the path you're experiencing by the dreams. Usually vehicles have to do with your physicality. Snakes have to do with that energy. Okay. Fire if it's in one channel, ice cold if it's in another channel. Okay. But when ego starts to dismantle, you'll have exploding mountains, buildings, everything will start dismantling. Okay. That means that you're getting closer, you're looking, and you're really questioning that ideology of what is persona, what is it not. Okay. What is that has felt this separation? Okay. So the further you get in a path, the more that the dream symbology will change. Okay. But again, all of this, if you want to get to the end point where everything dismantles and one is free of all that luggage and baggage that had been collected over lifetimes, again, one needs to be patient and focused and witness and question. Okay. The further you go, the more the mind will be still and the more you will be able to see what's there versus your ideology or your pre-made up mental ideation about it. Okay. So all of these things need to be questioned. Okay. And one moves forward. So, yes, I hope that everyone experiences the grace of who they truly are. And just as importantly, what they are not. They are not all these failings. They are not all these dramas that they've gathered and collected. Okay. Sometimes you want to make it about somebody else. Well, somebody else has done this and somebody else has done that. And this is, and this is why. And blah, 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 blah. But in the end, it has nothing to do with somebody else. One has to, if one adopts that, something has happened traumatic in the past and one wants to adopt it. And one wants to keep saying they're continually being victimized. Okay. Something has happened in the past. So if you are continuing to run that film, you are victimizing yourself at that point. And that's a very stark thing to come to. If you have had PTSD and you're running this film, eventually you come to this point of going, wait a minute. Yeah, this happened. No denying that. But it's not happening now. So holding to that energy, you are victimizing yourself. Okay. So one has to come to that point and see that, and then again realize that the perpetrators, whoever had done these things, they were acting out of their failed ideations, things that they had not handled, something they are being driven by. Okay. So you develop empathy for that. Big turning point was seeing that, these things happen, but I can get out of it. But these people that have done these things are stuck in it. They continue to act out. Okay. I have a chance to get out of this. But they are driven. And so they are living in a hell realm of their own design and creation. So you develop empathy, you develop compassion. And when you can develop this empathy and compassion, you can let go of it. Because you know karma is going to take care of it. Whatever they're doing, karma is going to take care of it. Okay? And they have a hell realm they are going to have to be facing. So you develop empathy, compassion, and that lets go of those traumas. Okay, that unlocks it. Okay, and then you can go forward. You come to the point where everything dismantles, and the only thing that remains is that is, the divine is, the great spirit, God, whatever you want to call. And you know absolutely 100% that is the energetic signature at the center of all of creation, doesn't matter what it is, then again, one is released. One knows that karma is in place, and why it has to be in place, because this divine is perfection. And anything that is out of that imperfection is going to eventually have to be drugged back in. Okay? So, if you want to be a warrior woman, again, what is it you're fighting against? And what is the best way? Isn't truth always the best way against darkness? Okay. And I'm not talking about one's idea or their alternative facts, okay? What they want to tout as truth, but is not truth. It's a coping mechanism for them, okay? They think they're fighting the world. Coping mechanism. I want to make something else, someone else, the bad guy. Want to make them the boogeyman, the one that is, And it doesn't matter. You can put whatever label you want to on someone else. Doesn't make it true. Okay? Maybe that's what you're going to see. For how long? Doesn't make it true. So, the path is about coming to the ultimate truth. What is the ultimate truth? And one can only know this by doing the journey and deconstructing and, coming to that point where all the rest of this is washed away. Okay? You can't just hear something, and a lot of people will hear something and say, oh, I got it. Yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to adopt that belief system. But if it's an adopted belief system, you're not going to truly be free. Okay? There will still be these niggling things that you want to fight against. Okay? So, do you want an alternative fact to run your life around, or do you want to know the ultimate truth? Okay, if you want to know the ultimate truth, then you know, everything comes from God. Everything's got to go back to God. Okay? So you watch the show and you don't get so caught up in it. It doesn't make you ill. It doesn't make you, there isn't hate there. There isn't those things. Okay? Yes, you fight and you stand up for truth. You continue to fight. You continue to stand up for truth. And know that truth has to win out over darkness, because darkness is a shadow. It's a shadow. It comes from some point of light, but then it skews. It starts skewing and gets more skewed and more skewed and more outrageous to where it's really hard to find where that starting point of light is. But what happens in a dark room? The minute you turn on a light, the darkness is gone. Okay? Darkness cannot win out over light. It can't. Just can't. So if you know that, like Christ said, fear not. Okay, if you know that, what are you going to fear? Okay. If you know that life is eternal, what are you going to fear? Okay. Continue to stand for honesty, integrity, transparency, and sacredness. Okay. What's the worst they can do to you? Take the form? Okay. They kill the body, then what? The spirit's released? Okay. So the only thing to fear is the feeling of fear, which keeps you in bondage, in a cage of your own creation and design, which you think is going to keep you safe. But it doesn't keep you safe. Okay? It just keeps you confined, restricted. Okay? So I'm going to leave this here. I hope somebody has gotten something of value out of this today. Much love and light to everyone. Please be safe out there. Continue to wear your masks. Don't forget to wash your hands. Okay? Continue to go forward. Okay? To ever greater light, awareness, peace. Okay? So thanks for tuning in. Again, if you want to be part of G's tribe and you want to stand for those things, honesty, integrity, transparency, sacredness, think about being a supporter of the tribe, $1 a month, okay, $12 a year. Very simple. Very simple. If I had 1/4 of the people here that were joining the tribe, $1 a month, I'd be able to get rid of all the miserable commercials that are on here. Okay. I could tell you, for a month I may get, through watching all the stupid commercials, I might get $300 for a month. That's it. That's not a big, huge amount of money. So, if I had 350 people here pledge $1 a month, I could get rid of the commercials. Okay? Get rid of them entirely, which would be much better for all of us. I don't like having those commercials there, but, my other channel, I gave 20 years. 20 years, again, free. Okay, so if you're interested in more of the spiritual thing, you've got a question on something to do with the spiritual thing, you can look up my other channel, Guru Swami G. No commercials there. Okay, and you can look up whatever topic and you will have some videos show up on it. Okay, so anyway, much love and light to everyone. Please be safe out there, be well, and I'll see you online.